For watching the last video on intestinal health or gut health. This video is all about how you can improve your gut health by some top tips I'm going to give you. Okay, so the first one is to drink 1 to 2 glasses of water 15 minutes prior a meal. Okay, so I've heard different things about this. So if you do this, it can neutralize your stomach acids. Okay, so the acids are not as strong, whereas others say it can enhance the stomach acids. So you've got to find out what works for you. If you're a protein type, you may find having no water during your meal is better. If you're a carb type, you may find the opposite. If your digestion is poor, you need to test for food allergies and see if you've got anything going on with food allergies, which may be causing the body to have an allergy towards your food, especially if you've got candida. If you've got a candida infection, which if you've got yellow toenails or a white tongue or something like that, then this will make you allergic to all the food that you're eating, okay, until you get rid of the candida or get it under control. Eat as much raw, processed and minimum processed foods as possible. So the more that you eat, vegetables and meat that's not overcooked, but with steak you need to cook it fully, don't have it medium rare and stuff like that, because if there is a parasite present from the animal and it's not dead, it may go into your body. So you've got to be careful with that. And the same with your vegetables, fully wash them. Because if a parasite gets on the vegetable, it'll end up in your intestinal tract, especially if your hydrochloric acid or your stomach acids are not strong enough to kill it. Because they say that the stomach acid is strong enough to melt a nail, but the parasites can still get into the body. So you've got to be very, very careful. Use digested enzymes like HCl, hydrochloric acid, but in the metabolic typing system that I use, each individual type has a different HCl compared to a protein type, to a carb type, to a mixed type. And the feedback that I've had from all clients, they all feel better when they're supplementing with hydrochloric acid when it's right for their metabolic type. Right, you've got to be careful of grains that are soaked and stuff like that. This can cause irritation in the gut lining, and if your body's own hydrochloric acid is not strong enough to break it down, it can go into your joints and cause knee pain, elbow pain and stuff like that. So really important to think about that. Chew your food until it's liquidized. So really, when you're chewing your food, you're looking at chewing it a minimum of 30 times before you swallow. You may find that boring, you may find it annoying, but it really helps you to, one, ingest less food. So I've had clients that have big dinner plates of food, especially an American client that I had, and we didn't understand why her weight weren't dropping down, even though she was training, she was doing everything right. Then I went round her home for dinner and realised the dinner plate was massive. So then we reduced it, and then she started to drop weight because she was not chewing the food fully and the dinner plate size was too big. Whenever possible, always eat foods that are live, like sauerkraut. So sauerkraut is full of good bacteria that the bad bacteria and the good bacteria in your gut like to eat. So if you have sauerkraut with at least 1 meal a week or 3 times a week, unfortunately I buy a big jar of it and you've got to eat it within 3 days, and it's quite hard to eat that amount of food. But what I do find is that when I do eat sauerkraut, my gut feels really good. My gut seems to really like sauerkraut. But it's an individual thing. You need to find out what works for you. Avoid alcohol and liquids when you're eating your meal, because if you're drinking alcohol during your meal, this can affect the flora inside the gut. This will make the gut less and less healthy. And alcohol is an irritant to the gut, as well as it being full of sugar. So if you have got a parasite or a fungal infection, you will be feeding it and not killing it. So if I bought you a load of supplements and you're still glugging down the glass of wine at the end of the meal or during the meal, then you're really stopping the benefits and the improvement of you improving. Good digestion depends on good bowel habits. So I go twice a day. So if you're going once a day but you're doing this amount of material, fetal material, then that's fine. But if you're going once a day and it's only about that long, they're saying you should do about 12 inches of fetal material a day. And if you are doing 6 inches, like one in the morning, one in the evening, that's fine as well, okay? Using unprocessed sea salt will act as hydrochloric acid inside the gut and balance the body. The same as if you're drinking lots and lots of water. A lot of people complain, oh, I'm always peeing. So add some sea salt to your water and it will stop you peeing all the time and balance you out a little bit more. But use organic sea salt. Organic sea salt is not white, it's brown in colour. The best one I found is on Amazon. I think it's French sea salt that works best for me. But again, you've got to find out what works for you individually. So avoid dehydrated food like crackers, biscuits, all the things that we all love. You've got to avoid if you want a healthy gut, okay? I think that's it. Those are the main pointers. But what I would say is that try and get off of all stimulants like tea, coffee, sugar, alcohol, smoking, and all this will help your gut to become much, much healthier. And I know this is a big ask for many people because we all, everybody has a certain habit that they can't quit. Like I've quit coffee now for over a year, and I tried it recently to see whether my body liked it, and it hated it. So I've got no craving for coffee, and I find that I sleep much better, my waist is smaller, my teeth are whiter through not having coffee as a stimulant to give me a caffeine buzz. So I'm quite proud of myself because I've been drinking coffee for a long, long time, and it's great to have a year off. And I don't think I'm going to drink it again. The same with alcohol. I have the odd beer occasionally. I might have one a year, you know what I mean? I've never been a big alcohol drinker apart from when I was in my 20s and I was young, dumb and full of cum. Now I'm old, dumb and full of cum. You can laugh at that if you find it funny. But I hope you've enjoyed this video about getting your digestive wellness up. If you'd like to know more, please comment down below, or please comment down below there, and please subscribe, and please like the video, and press the bell icon if you want to have more updates. Thank you very much for listening to me today, and be connecting with you.